commandments, and then we'll discuss Rabbi Yaakov's question. We asked a very good question. No extra words in the Torah, right? So look at Ten Commandments.
What about my question about the...
We'll get to that. First, we'll get to this. 1 second. In Parshas Yitro, page 229, Pasuk Yud Gimel. Yud Gimel. Lo tachmoid beis reyecha. Do not desire your friend's house. Lo sachmoid eishes reyecha. Do not desire your friend's wife. Avdoi, v'amosa, shorach hamarai. B'chol asher reyecha. Seems to be superfluous. Don't desire your friend's wife, house, swimming pool, tennis court, Mercedes-Benz, flat TV screen, cruise, and all the chol asher reyecha. You mentioned already everything. What does the chol asher reyecha add?
Maybe his intelligence. His miles.
But you had a whole list, a whole laundry list over here. What's left?
His
The
beauty,
Torah, yeah.
her beauty.
It says here, "L'sachma deishes reyecha, avdoi, amasa, shorach, hamara." It's everything. What's the chol asher reyecha adding? This is the antidote, not the desire. Person desires, he focuses in on the guy's tennis court, the guy's wife, the guy's Mercedes-Benz or swimming pool. If you look b'chol asher reyecha, if you look at the entire picture, then you wouldn't desire his tennis court. Who knows the tzoros he has behind closed doors? That you don't know. The chol asher reyecha is the antidote not to desire your friend's specific item, because if you look at the entire picture, warts and all, who knows what goes on behind closed doors? Just because he has a beautiful wife with a tennis court, who knows what tzoros he has?
With the wife.
With the wife. So the chol asher reyecha, if you see the entire picture, which you can't, then you won't desire that specific item. Kapish? That's why the chol asher reyecha comes to add. So what's Yehuda's question? Why does the Torah keep repeating Choten Moshe over and over again? Choten Moshe.
We heard it, we got it the first time.
Yeah. Look how many times it's repeated on page 221, Pasuk Aleph. Choten Moshe. Actually, Rashi actually deals with this question. Choten Moshe. See, it says Rashi, 221, Pasuk Aleph.
Kan haya yitra mitzvah.
Kan ho yitro mischabed b'Moshe. Yisro is showing off. He's so basking in the glory that he is Moshe's what? Father-in-law. So that's what Rashi's saying. Ani choten amelech. I am the father-in-law of the king. Usha'avar, but back in Exodus 4, hoya Moshe toile agdul v'chama. There Moshe gave the greatness to his father-in-law. Shneim hayoshav hayeta chosno. So Rashi's saying that how proud Yisro was, that even though he was the Pope of Midian, how proud he was that he was the father-in-law of the king. So therefore it's repeated, but why so many times? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know why so many times.
That's the question.
It says again, Choten Moshe. It says again, on Pasuk Hey. You see on 222 Pasuk Hey? There Rashi doesn't comment. Take a look at the Rosh Kedor. Let's 18:5. You see 18 Yud Ches Pasuk Hey. Again it says Choten Moshe. You know.
It says it 4 times.
But Shlomo Goldstein gave you the answer.
Okay?
He's repeating Choten Moshe, that even though you don't like your father-in-law, you got to accept your father-in-law, he's your father-in-law.
Rabbi.
And he's like your gufay, he's like your father. Even though you don't like him, you still have to respect him as your father-in-law.
Does it pertain also
Does that also apply to the mother-in-law you just drove to the airport?
to the mother-in-law?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's by saying 4 times what?
That is, even though you don't like him,
That he had to swallow his pride because...
it's a question
he
for
took
us,
his
no,
name?
it's a message for us, that you have to accept your father-in-law even though you don't like him, you have to give him respect, because your in-laws are like your own parents. So to hammer that home, he says that's why it's repeated over and over again.
Ja, bei der Schwede.
Warte. Yiches. Wie sagt es? Tot in Moshe. Tot in Moshe. Therefore, Torah says, "Vayishak lo." 222 pasuk Zayin. Vayetzem Moshe likvas choisnei vayishtachu vayishak lo. What happened when he kissed him? So just like there's a mitzvah to kiss your father, there's a mitzvah to kiss your father-in-law, because your in-laws are like your own parents. Otherwise, why did they tell him vayishak lo? Just like there's a mitzvah to kiss your father, that's keep it up. There's a mitzvah to kiss your father-in-law also.
I understand all that, and that's good.
But the hammer at home, he says that even if you don't like him, a father-in-law, you still have to give him respect as a father-in-law.
I understand that to give them respect, but we don't waste any words in the Torah.
Okay.
So,
Looking.
that's all I want. Like to respect them, we don't say.
Sometimes you don't hear it once.
You don't get it after hearing it once?
No, sometimes it takes time to.
Sink
Why
in.
is repeated 36 times after Metagir?
Okay.
Don't you get it once?
Let's
Takes time to sink in, you know. Not so easy. Right? You want to hear sometimes. He's my father-in-law. Why do you have to respect him? He's not my father. But you should take a gufa. So he is like your father. So now we get to Rabbi Yaakov Golden's question about abortion. You call it an abortion.
What was the
You
question?
only, the question is,
what's the question?
page 236. Look at page 236, Pasuk Chav Bet, and you see the question. 236 Chav Bet. In the English, it's 2122. In the year 2122, 2122. Anybody? 2122.
Vechi yenatsu anashim.
Comma. Men are fighting. Mike Tyson against Sonny Liston. They're punching each other out.
V'nagfu isha hara.
Comma. And by mistake, instead of hitting Mike, remember Mike Tyson? No, Iron Mike. So instead of hitting Iron Mike, a pregnant lady walks by, and she's preggo, and what? She miscarries. The Yotzil Adel. He causes an abortion.
V'lo yehye
A son, but there's no fatality with the woman. The pregnant lady survives Mike's punch. All that happens is that he causes a woman to miscarry, abortion.
So the miscarriage is not considered a life.
That's right. Okay, well, let's go. Let's work with the pasuk through.
Anosh yanesh.
Anosh she'onesh, the slugger shall be punished. How shall he punish?
It's the same word. Why is onesh?
Anosh yonesh, punished he shall be punished. Why is it written twice? Maybe Rashi will deal with it. Let's just get through the pasuk. Yeah, Rashi will ask the question.
Kasher yasit olav.
Yoshit olav baal o isha. As the husband of the woman will determine.
Baal ha'isha v'natan b'filalim.
And he has to pay in Bezdin. And he has to pay the damages for the abortion to the husband in Bezdin. Okay, that's what the text says. So let's go slow. What is it talking about over here? Pasuk Chav Bet. Rashi. Chinotzu anoshim. Zem zeh. Two guys are slugging each other. Okay? I'm reading Rashi. And by mistake, a pregnant woman walks by. And what? He caught the isha. See, he wanted to slug his friend. And by mistake, he slugged the woman. And she was pregnant. and he caused the woman to miscarry. V'lo yia asa. Look at the next Rashi. V'lo yia asa b'isha. But there was no fatality with the woman. All he caused was a miscarriage, but the woman survives. Anesh ya anesh. Punished he shall be punished. Why is it written twice? So Rashi says, L'shalem demei v'lodois labal. How is this slugger punished? He has to pay monetary damages for the aborted fetuses to the husband. Shamin oto. How are the damages determined? Shamin otas. Slicha. She is appraised. Kama hoite ruuya limacher bashuk. L'halas b'demel b'shvil. Make believe that she's a slave. A pregnant slave is worth much more money than what? Than a woman that's not pregnant as a slave. So that difference, the slugger has to pay to the husband of the woman. So why is it written twice? Onesh ya onesh. So Rashi, next Rashi, Yigbu mimenu mamoin. His wages are attached. V'onsho mea kesa. But Rashi doesn't deal why it's written twice. Onesh ya onesh.
You pay double.
Why double?
One for her and one for the child.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you pay for her damages, her hospital stay, and also for the abortion of the fetus. Maybe that's very good. You're saying very good. You have to pay for her hospital stay, plus for the loss of the fetus. Very good. That's my onesh onesh.
At that time, there was no such thing as a hospital.
Well, there is. Rappa Yerappa. It says that you have to pay the doctor bills. Even in those days, there was doctor bills. If she's laid up, she can't go to work. Biflilin. Al pi adayanim. Al pi adayanim. Okay? According to what?
If
she has to pay to
pregnant
court.
before becoming a slave, what happens to the child?
We're talking. What happens to the child?
If the child also becoming a slave?
No. So let's I mixed up over here. If it's a goyish slave girl, then the goyish it belongs to the master. But she's Jewish, so we make believe that she was a goyish slave, even though she's not a goyish slave. But in order to determine the value, we make believe if she would be a pregnant goyish slave, she would be worth much more as a.
You can put a quantity.
Right, but a Jewish slave, you don't. The kids are not slaves. But we make believe that if she would be a goyish slave, that difference she would pay through Bezdin. Al pi adayanim. So let's see what the Talmud says on this puzzle. Okay? Okay.
What was your question?
Why abortion is not murder? Only it's to pay a monetary damage.
You have to pay monetary, so it's like you killed some farmer's goat.
Right.
You have to pay a monetary, right?
Yeah, so the fetus has no more value than that.
It's a monetary damage.
But then at the same time, yesterday, and as she already mentioned, that abortion is considered murder.
For a goy, it's considered murder.
But still, the fetus,
I was there.
Fetus, it doesn't matter. You know, whether a boy
For a goy, it's considered murder. For a Jew, it's not murder, which is very strange. Tosfos asked that question. But anyway, you see over here that if you cause an abortion, you only pay a monetary damage. Look at the pasuk of Gimel. Vim osan yeh. But let's say there's a fatality with the woman. V'nasato nefesh tachas nefesh. Then you have to pay a life for a life. So if he kills the woman, then he's chayiv misa. If he just causes an abortion, then what?
If he kills her by accident.
So that's a machlokas tanoim. What does nefesh tachas nefesh mean? Now you're opening up a whole Pandora. What does it mean? Life for life. So look at Rashi, Chav Gimel. Vim osan yeh be'isha. If he kills the woman, V'nasata nefesh tachas nefesh. The bottom Rashi right down. Rabbi Seinu cholkim badover. Sanhedrin 79. Yeshar mim nefesh mamash. Some say that he has to pay with his life, even though he didn't mean to kill the woman. He wanted to kill Mike Tyson, but by mistake he killed the woman. So some Tanoim say the text is literal. He still has to give his life. Yesha mi mamoin. And others say he only has to pay the value of a life. Avaloi nefesh mamash. Why? Shemischaben laharo getzeh v'hora getzeh poter mimisa. If you want to kill Mike Tyson, and by mistake you killed a pregnant woman, you didn't mean to kill her. You killed her by accident, so then nefesh tachas nefesh doesn't mean literal. It means he has to pay blood money liyorshim. He has to pay blood money to the survivors. How much would this woman or this person be worth on the market as a slave? Let's say he was 20 years old, so he can work maybe 80 more years. So the Bezin would appraise, and that the slugger would have to pay to the family. Well, the other Tana says no. Mischaven horagazeh horagazeh is chayiv misa. It's machlokas tanoim in Sanhedrin, page 79.
What if the same happens, not because two were fighting, but just for happenstance?
What do you mean?
An accident.
An accident.
So you go to Orer Mikla. But here he wanted to kill somebody, but he killed the wrong guy. So there's no Orer Mikla.
It's like a bank
Because he
case.
wanted to kill somebody. Orer Mikla was, you had no intention to kill nobody. Then you go to Orer Mikla. But here he did want to kill somebody. So when it says nefesh tachas nefesh, does it mean literal or does it mean blood money? The answer is machlokes. Tanoim in Sanhedrin 79.
I think we have Sanhedrin.
You want to get it? It's Sanhedrin 79. You want to get? I think it's 1 star and a 2 star.
No, it can't be 1 star. It has to be 2 star.
So we can go into it. Sanhedrin 79. 79. If it's not here, it's behind where Shlomo sits. Yeah, I know. We used to have it. Maybe down behind there.
Here's a Sanhedrin.
See if it's 2 stars. I think.
2 stars right here.
Is it 79? You want to check?
Three ones. God is out.
You want to see if it's 79?
It is 74, 70, yep, we got 3 right here.
Beautiful.
But, Rabbi,
Yeah.
if somewhere else, nefesh tachat nefesh,
Yeah.
ein tachat ein,
You need one?
means
Yaakov, you need one?
monetary, also,
Yaakov, you need a book?
Ayin Tachasayin, everybody agrees is money.
Sanhedrin.
Sanhedrin 79.
and nefesh tachat nefesh,
So you see here, Machlokas, what it means. What does it mean? Does it mean literal, or does it mean...
This is Groundhog Day. We don't have to study anything, do we? We got these books, and there's always...
79a.
We want to study 79. Why? Because we got the book.
79a. Well, Rashi sends us there this week's Parsha. 79a.
Mishnah starts before. Here it starts, the Mishnah starts at the beginning of 783. One intended to kill an animal, kill a man instead. One to kill an idolater, kill a Jew instead.
That's
One
right.
intended to kill a premature, non-viable baby, kill a viable one instead.
Yeah.
He is not liable to execution. If one intended to strike someone on his loins, and the blow was sufficient to kill him on his loins, or land on his chest, and was sufficient to kill him on his chest, he died, he's not liable to execution. Intended to strike him on his chest, and the Mishnah. And the blow was sufficient to kill him on his chest, and his line said it's not sufficient to kill him, he died anyway, he's not liable, okay, because it's really an accident. He wanted to strike an adult, and the blow was not sufficient to land on a child, it was sufficient to kill a child, the child died, still not liable. And the blow was sufficient to kill a child, he struck an adult instead, the child died anyway, it's not liable. Wow. So they're very lenient while executing the person. Now, when does he not get the killer? Does he want to get the liable execution? He intended to strike someone in his loins, but the blow was sufficient to kill his loin on his chest, and he died. He's still liable because it wasn't really an accident. Similarly, if he intends to strike an adult, and the blow was to kill the adult, one a child, and the child died, the kill is liable because it's a kova homer.
Okay.
Shimon says, did he kill one person, kill another? Instead, he's not liable.
So let's focus on the Shimon. 79, Abraham 1, the dissenting view. Rabbi Shimon Oimer, Potter, he wanted to kill, Sonny Liston wanted to kill Mike Tyson. And instead he killed the woman, or Yankel Shmerel. He had intent to kill, but not this guy. Reb Shimon holds potter. He's not liable to execution because he killed the wrong party. Now, what does that mean? He's not liable to execution, and why not? So, let's go to 79a2.
That's the minority view.
The Gemara challenges Reb Shimon's view. 79a2, on the right side, the Gemara challenges Reb Shimon's view.
Who would care? It's not the chaluk anyway.
Oh.
It's the minority.
Let's see. Let's see. What's incredible is, fasten your seatbelts. Are you fastened tight? The Rambam rules like Reb Shimon. The Rambam in chapter 4, Mehilchos Roitzeach, rules like Reb Shimon. If Mike Tyson wanted to kill Sonny Liston, instead he killed Yankel Shmerel by mistake, Potor. He is not liable to be executed. Why would the Rambam rule like a minority opinion? Hello? But he does. Okay. Rambam chapter 4, Mehilchos Roitzeach. Maybe you can ask Rabbi Nadel next time. Or Rabbi, why would Ramani's view like a minority opinion here?
Can I?
Gemara's going to ask. How could he?
Can I give an answer
Go ahead.
to Rambam's question?
What's the Rambam's
To
question?
the Ramban point of view.
Oh, he rules like Reb Shimon.
Yes, how can he rule if there is לא המחשבה העיקר, אלא המעשה? המחשבה was to kill. אבל
The
המעשה...
Gemara is going to ask that question. Stay tuned. I just want to point out that Maimonides does rule like Reb Shimon. So when this, okay, and the Gemara is going to ask, 79a2 on the right side, the Gemara challenges Reb Shimon's view. Bishloim Rabbanon. The rabbis, why does the Rambam rule against the majority? That's a kasha of Rabbi Nadel. Why does the Rambam rule against the majority? Bishloim Rabbanon. They say, Nischavin lahara gadzev or gezachayit. You wanted to kill A, by mistake you killed B. The rabbis say you wanted to kill your chayiv misa. That makes more sense, no?
No.
What no? You wanted to kill A. So you killed B, but you still killed a human being. You wanted to kill somebody. And the rabbis say he's chayiv misa.
לא המחשבה העיקר.
It is understandable, according to the rabbis, that if one intends to kill this person, kill somebody else, he's chayiv. The chsiv, our pasuk, the chiyinotzu anoshim, our pasuk. Rav Shimon has an open pasuk. Men are boxing each other, but not for ishahara, and by mistake they slug a pregnant woman. Right? Pasuk 79a3. If men shall fight and they jolt a pregnant woman, Vama Rabbi Elazar, Mamatzoy Shigmisa Kosmendavar. Rabbi said it refers to a fight in which the parties are trying to kill each other. The Chsidim Osaniyeh Nefesh Tachas Nefesh. He says, if there's a fatality, if the woman is killed from the punch, then you shall give life for life. The murderer is executed. Even though he didn't mean to kill her. He meant to kill Sonny Liston by mistake. Look at note 22. See that? Let's go to note 21. Our puzzle. If men shall fight and they jolt a pregnant woman and she miscarries, but if there'll be no fatality with the woman does not die, he shall surely be punished, as the husband of the woman will cause to be assessed against him. He shall give by order of the judges. The slugger shall pay monetary damages if the woman survives.
That's only for the fetus, which may make it a special category because the fetus isn't alive yet.
That's right. So he pays, but if he kills the woman,
he pays because she is alive. He does
but
that.
If he kills, but he didn't mean to kill her. So we see, but he wanted to kill Sonny Liston, but he wanted to kill somebody. So the Chachamim hold, the Torah says you shall pay life for life. Footnote 22, according to Rabbi Eliezer, this pasuk teaches that one of the combatants actually missed his enemy and hit the woman and killed her. He wanted to kill somebody, he killed the wrong person, he's still chayiv misa. This proves that one who accidentally collided with the woman was trying to kill his friend at the time, for if or not, he would not be executed for killing the woman. So we see Nischaven lahoreg zeh, lahoreg zeh, chayiv misa. The pasuk seems to back up Reb Shimon's view. So back in the Gemara now, 79a3. From Rabbi Elazar's teaching, it is evident that the murderer is executed for killing the woman, even though he had tended to kill his friend instead. Look at note 23. This proves that one who intended to kill a particular person and killed someone else instead is chayiv misa, as the rabbis maintain. Question is why the Rambam rules like the minority opinion, like Reb Shimon, that nischav l'horgezeh, potur.
So
We're not finished yet. Go ahead. Yeah.
if somebody is killing somebody who came out of Aramiklat, and by happenstance he's killing the woman.
Maybe it's the same shaila. Nischav l'horgezeh.
He was allowed to
Well, if
kill.
the guy comes out of the Ora Miklat, he's allowed to kill him.
Yes,
But he's not allowed to kill. He's not allowed to kill a strange person.
this was a mistake.
Okay.
Didn't you first go after the maker?
Yeah.
Maybe that's where Rambam
The Rambam rules like the Das Yochid.
If you look at the Asiati, we can the fascist.
Still, but the Chomim hold. The Schab Horgezeh Chayiv. Rambam rules like the Shim. He's Chayiv Misa. And Rambam rules he's Potter. But anyway, so it's what's Menusata Nefesh Tachas Nefesh. But hey, I'm a text man. The pasuk says you should pay life for life. So what are you telling me he's not executed? The Gemara answers Mamoin. So even though it says what? Life for life, in this respect it means what? Monetary compensation. Look at note 25. He must pay the woman's monetary value to her Yorshim. It says V'nusata nefesh tachas nefesh. Hey, I'm a text man. So Rebbe says, don't get excited. To the Rebbe, I'm reading 79a3 on top. To the Rebbe. Rebbe also holds like Reb Shimon. The Tanya, Rebbe Oimem, V'nusata nefesh tachas nefesh. It says that if Mike Tyson tried to kill Sonny Liston, and instead he killed the woman by mistake, it says you shall give life for life. It doesn't mean literally, it means what? Mamoin. He has to pay for the victim's life to the Yorshim. How much would be worth, right, on the market? Mamoin. How could it be? But I'm a text man. Rabbi Yaakov Golden, your question, I'm a text man.
This is not addressing my question.
Well,
My question is the fetus considered a human being?
yes.
No.
No. If a goy kills a fetus, he's chayiv misa. But a Jew who kills a fetus is not chayiv
At that point,
misa.
that fetus is no more valuable than a boy.
We can work in abortion clinics.
No, not chayiv misa. It's still usher, but it's not capital punishment.
I was just checking.
An abortion is prohibited,
The eye for
but
eye
it's
thing
not
is
called
that's
moida.
not my question.
It's not called moida for a
I
Jew.
can't work in abortion.
For a Jew,
Somebody
it's,
is considered a person after 60 days or 30 days.
no. As soon as you're
30
born, you're a
days.
person. But as long Rashi says in
For
the
30
head,
days,
you only
you
call the
can-
nefesh when the head pops out of the womb. So if you kill a fetus, it's a sin, but it's not murder.
So then I'm not a human being because my head never popped out of the womb.
Okay.
Out of the womb. I was born cesarean.
No,
So
it doesn't mean, you know what I mean. Till you're born. But for a goy to perform an abortion, remember I told you, Ramban told his goyish doctor, let me do the abortion.
Yes.
Because for you it's murder, for me it's not. It's a famous Ramban's letter.
I didn't really.
Right. So a Jew it's prohibited, but it's not murder. For a goy it's murder. So anyway, let's
So there must be a difference in the nefesh of the fetus.
of a Jew and a goy.
No, before it comes out.
So why is it murder for a goy and for a yid it's not?
why?
Because
There's a
That's
custom.
another good question.
So you want to make the question more difficult. Why is a goy different? Fasten your seatbelts for this. Fasten your seatbelts
Doesn't
for
matter.
this.
Doesn't matter if the baby is a non-Jew or a Jew.
If a goy does it, it's misa. And it's actually a pasuk in the Torah. Fasten your seatbelts. There's actually a pasuk in the Torah. Page 24, pasuk vav. page 24, Pasuk Vav.
Yes.
Anybody want to read that?
שופך
slowly?
דם האדם, באדם דמו ישפך. כי בצלם אלוהים עשה את האדם.
It's Genesis 9:6. Right, Rabbi Yaakov? Fasten your seatbelts for this, otherwise you might fall off the chair. You might, really. Genesis 9:6. Tell you how the Gemara reads that pasuk, and we have it. 9:6. Right? Shoifer dama adam ba'adam. If you spill the blood of one human being inside another human being, dama yeshafech, his blood shall be spilled. Says the Gemara in Sanhedrin 57. Maybe we even have it here. Ooh. How can you spill the blood of one human being inside another?
What is it saying inside another?
Shoifech, you have to know where to put the commas. You don't want to eat your grandpa. You don't want to eat, let's eat grandpa. No. Shoifech dama adam ba'adam, comma. You spilled the blood of one human being inside another, comma, ba'adam dama yeshafech. So then his blood shall be spilled by a human court. So the Gemara in Sanhedrin 57 says, how can you spill one human's blood? Other? So the Gemara says, Ben Noach, who kills a fetus, is chayiv misa. Because God is speaking to Noah. Sanhedrin 57b. You even have it here.
Right here.
But let's go slow here. Sanhedrin 57b. So since God is speaking to Noah, so therefore,
What are you reading?
Sanhedrin 57b.
No, but you are reading in
I'm reading the Torah Tamima, right? That the Ben Noach who kills a fetus is chayiv misa, because God is speaking to whom? To Noah. How could you kill one human inside another? That means performing an abortion. And that's only said to Bnei Noach. Wow. A second. So it's only murder for a goy and not for a yid. So we can go there, but let's first finish the Gemara over here, and then we can go to Sanhedrin 57b. So over here, Ata oima mamayin on nefesh mamish. It says Nesina, it says Nesata. What does Nesata mean? Something that you give. Usually what do you give? Mula. Right? Nesata nefesh tachas nefesh. Right? Nesina lamala, malala mamayin, afkan mamayin. So as Machlokes Rebbe and the rabbi disagree if the punishment, one who intends to kill A but kills another person, according to the rabbis, the killer is executed.
There's a third position.
Well, according to Rebbe, he pays monetary damages. Okay? But the Rambam does rule that he's potter from Misha.
Finish it because there's a third position.
Yeah.
79b.
Yes, what's the third position?
Rabbi said the following Bryce was taught in the Academy of Hezekah. Differs from Rabbi and differs from the rabbis.
Yeah.
It was taught in the Academy of Hezekah that Scripture draws an analogy between one who strikes a man who is executed and does not pay monetary damages, and one who strikes an animal who does pay monetary damages. The analogy is derived just in the case of one who strikes an animal, you do not distinguish between an inadvertent act and a deliberate act, between an intentional act and unintentional act, between a downward blow and upward blow. They exempt them from paying money in any of these cases. Rather, the verse means that obligated to pay money in all these cases. So, to regard to killing a human being, you do not distinguish between an inadvertent act and a deliberate act, between intentional act, unintentional act, or between downward blow and upward blow. Obligated to pay money in any of these cases. Rather, you exempt them from paying money in all these cases because you say if you don't use exempt them, I guess, because you're going to kill them. You don't. He's subject to only a more severe punishment. Which teaches that one, note 8, one who commits two sins simultaneously, bearing death penalty, one bearing monetary charges, receives a severe penalty.
There's no double indemnity.
You don't pay the money. That is not.
Come later the Rabbi Minei. But let's get back to Yaakov Goldman's question. Rabbi Yaakov Goldman, 57b1. Sanhedrin 57b1.
Right at the top.
Yeah, ask your question. What's going on? What's going on? 57b1.
Right,
Why do Goyim have a stricter code than we have? Isn't that strange? Ashkechei Rabbi Yaakov, no kawinky dinky, Rabbi Yaakov. Ashkechei Rabbi Yaakov bar Acha. Rabbi Yaakov bar Acha found written in the book of the Agada of Rav, Ben Noach Nerog B'dayin Echad, a goy is executed even by what?
One judge.
We need how many? 23. A goy is executed even by what? One. Rabbi Yaakov, you have it?
Yeah,
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
she was Jewish.
She can execute the
Ube'ed echad.
Wapner.
And it's enough. One witness, a Jew needs what? Two. Shaloi b'hatra, a goy is executed even without having received warning, Mr. Robinson. Mipi ish v'lo mipi isha. However, the testimony, the verdict must come from a man, but not from a woman.
Oh, there rules out Judy.
Va'filo korov. And the man who judges or testifies against a goy can even be a relative. But that's not true in Judaism. A relative can't be a witness, and a relative can't be a judge. But by goyim, the relative can be a judge or what?
Now I have a question.
Now, Rabbi Shmuel Leimer, Af Alaburin, Rabbi Yaakov Goldman, this is a Noach is liable, only a goy is liable, even for killing fetuses. Ooh. Footnote 3. Anybody?
That is, if a Noahide struck a pregnant woman, killing her unborn baby, he is liable to execution. Under Israelite law, however, although this is certainly prohibited, an Israelite is not liable to execution for killing a fetus, but is executed only for killing a baby that was born full term.
Wow, an Israelite is not liable for execution for killing a fetus, even though it's strictly forbidden. He is executed only for killing a baby that was born full term.
Is it a lav? What is it that it is?
It's a lav, like you're making a chabura.
Yeah, it
On
doesn't
her,
really-
not on the baby? Because it's...
You're making a chabura on the woman.
It's like her Aver.
Yeah?
How can a woman be a judge but not a testimony?
What do you mean? For a goy you're talking about?
No, judge also for a Yid. A woman cannot be an ed,
A woman can't be an ed,
but
right?
she can be a judge.
Who said she can be a judge?
Dvora.
That's a heroic shah. Toysus asked the question. It's heroic shah. Don't try this at home.
Wait.
It was not only one Dvora.
Yael. Also. Two exceptions.
Judy.
Judge Judy.
That's Judy.
But how do we know that a goy is executed even for killing a fetus?
Yeah, it says it here, but...
Well, let's learn it through.
It doesn't really explain it.
They found the Midrash in the name of
An
Rav.
Israelite is not liable for killing a fetus. He's executed only for killing a
It's the
baby.
Midrash in the name of Rav, no?
So Rabbi Shmuel says, let's go already here. The Gemara states a source from Rabbi Shmuel's view. See that on the right side, 5071? B'shem Rabbi Shmuel Amru, Afalaburin, a goy is liable even for an abortion. My time with the Rabbi Shmuel, Arp the Chsiv, Shoifech Dama Adam, Ba'adam Dama Yeshofech. God tells Noach, who was a goy, whoever sheds man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. This verse also alludes to killing one human being that is inside what? Another. Look at note 11. I'll wait. Rabbi Yaakov, let me read note 11. I'll wait. At the literal level.
At the literal level, the verse means that if someone sheds a man's blood through testimony by another man, that murderer's blood shall be shed as his punishment. Rav Yishmael, however, expounds that, as it were, punctuated, whoever sheds the blood of a human who is inside a human,
Shoifech Dama Adam Ba'adam.
his blood shall be shed. Understood this way, the verse imposes liability for shedding the blood of such a human who is inside another human.
That's a Eze Adam She Adam. How can you have one human inside the other? You would say that fetus is the mother's womb. But he was speaking to what? To Noach, who was a guy. So here you have a case where you see that the goyim have a stricter code of, because they're more careless with human life. So they have to be, God had to tighten up the laws for them. But it's still prohibited to perform an abortion, but it's not murder.
This proves that Israel is wrong and not allowing Uber. Not allowing Uber because they have Uber right here.
So let's look at the traffic fines here.
And why is the
You run a red light, you get $1,000.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's so few cars.
second one with hay and the other without the hay?
Why is it? Where? Here? Shayfach Dam Adam?
Yes.
Shayfach Dam Adam?
Dan Adam, Be'adam. Why not Be'adam?
I look at the pictures.
It must be a
The abortion comes from the word
Her
Ibor.
license plate clear as
You
a
said
bell.
it? Just
No, Ibor.
Ibor abortion.
Embryo comes from
Embryo
Ibor.
comes from the word Ibor.
Of course.
Ibor, embryo.
Embryo, of
Abortion.
course.
It's all Hebrew. Lashon Kodesh. I didn't know that.
Many words in English are from Hebrew.
No, there's a lot, yeah, but I didn't cop that one.
There's a rabbi here who wrote a book and showed all the connections.
No, the B would have started before the
It
M.
doesn't matter, he says these letters are interchangeable,
Yeah.
over the years, they move forward, proves in many
No,
ways.
abortion sounds more closer to Ibor.
The letters don't get interchanged.
Ba'adam. So why doesn't it apply to you? Ba'adam.
Because this was speaking to Noah.
Okay, why wasn't it repeated at Tarsim?
That's
Here,
the
idea.
question, you can't ask that.
Adam and Adam is a difference.
Wow. Adam and Hadam.
Yeah. Adam
In
is a
Goyim
Jew.
we're not even called Adam. I don't understand why
They're
they're
called Ha-Adam.
but not called Adam, but not
At the
Ha-Adam,
cream,
yes.
Adam.
Jews are Adam.
That was the
Aloy
question.
Adam.
Adam, and they're called Ha.
Ha-Adam are the goyim.
What's it? Why they get a hey? Why they get a hey? Hey is one of those.
Yeah.
Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Oh, they're
The
different.
Adam. We should be the Adam. We're the Adam. We're the Talmud.
We are Adam. Adam was a Jew.
So here below Asan.
Oh.
So if the woman doesn't die, then he pays for the board of the fetus. Let's say if the woman does die,
You're talking about Jews or Goyim now?
they were talking about Jews. Let's say the woman does die. Does he have to pay for monetary damage for causing an abortion? So the Gemara learns from here in Ksubis. Kala mischayev benafshoy eino mishalei mamoin.
Yes.
Shenem avlei osan onish onish. Omiya osan lei onish. What does that mean? Come lay the Rabbi. If the person would be executed, he wouldn't have to pay monetary damage because we give him the harsher of the two penalties.
His Yorshim don't have to pay.
What? So depending, according to the Chachamim, he's executed, so then he wouldn't have to pay. But according to Rabbi and Reb Shimon, he's not executed,
So the
then he would have to pay.
So the family.
Lo yasan, yeah.
In the family of the people that got killed, they don't get any money from
They
they don't get any money from his estate or anything, right? It's like
They will be happy if they kill him.
they'd be You think they'd be more happy than getting the money that they lost?
So they take the person and throw him out in front of a train track or something.
Throw him off a cliff.
Yeah, right. Well,
So
yeah, it looked like an accident.
Someone who rapes a Nara Marasa.
Someone wait?
Someone who rapes a Nara Marasa.
What is
So,
Marasa?
Nara Marasa, a betrothed maiden.
Which is engaged.
So we'd have to pay, he would, what? If she's not betrothed, he would have paid 50 shekel, he would have to pay a knas. But if he raped a Nara Marasa, he's put to pay. Why? Because he's chayiv misa. Because she's a betrothed maiden.
She's Chayav Misa.
He's chayiv misa. So he can't give a guy misa and mamoin. It's kam lema de rabba minei. He gets the harsher of the two penalties. Kol avera sheyesh boy misas bezdin ein mishalei mamoin. Any sin that carries a capital punishment by bezdin, I think it's called double indemnity. He can't be chayiv mamoin. You burn down someone's field on Shabbos.
Is this right?
Do you have to pay for the field? No, you're chayiv misa.
Even if it's a bit
Right?
If somebody's a burglar,
Right.
comes in a place, kills
Right.
all the family,
Yeah.
takes the money and then leaves. And the money is
Right.
somewhere in the family of the killer.
Right. Since he's chayiv misa, he's put to pay.
And the money
Yeah. Come labor the rabbi minay. You kill somebody,
not me.
and the person is wearing a mink coat worth $10,000, and now the mink coat is full of bullet holes and blood.
Too bad.
Do you have to pay the yorshim for the mink coat?
No?
No. Why?
Too bad.
Come labor the rabbi minay.
It should come to the Rabbi is not only like kanasis. It's also
No.
nezik.
Kol avera sheyesh bo misas bezdin ein mishalei mamoin.
Shumam.
He's put to medina adam, but
So the children can yorsh the
Bezdin
money.
cannot make him pay for the min coat that is full of blood and holes.
So his Yorshim get the money.
The Yorshim can-
Bezdin cannot make
the
him
murderers'
pay.
children, they still get the
He's
money.
Yeah.
Potter Medina
They
Yadam,
can
but he's
yorsh
chayiv
the
in
money.
Shemayim. God will say, you damaged the person's min coat besides killing
No,
her.
let's say because the money.
Right? So Shemayim
Burn
will
down
hold
the
him
house,
accountable
mansion, or
that he has to pay the
So
Yorshim.
if
the min coat.
somebody has v'sholem, somebody like Madoff.
Yeah.
Madoff,
Made up from jail.
he's in jail.
Oh, the Ponzi guy.
Yes.
Okay.
So all the people who need their money back, they wouldn't get it back.
No,
By
that's
Jewish
just
law.
the killer.
No,
The
him,
killer.
he-
The killer is Potter.
Killer's
The
fault.
killer is Potter
killer.
from the
Ah,
double
yes,
penny.
yes,
The killer,
yes,
the
yes,
killer.
yeah, right.
Just the killer is Potter. Medina Yadam. Medina Shemayim, God will hold him accountable. Look what they did to the lady's min coat, besides killing her. Pay the Yarshim. But Bezdin can't enforce a double penalty.
These Chai B'dei Shemayim, the Yorshim of
Potter
the
Medina
murder.
Yadam, Echai Medina Shemayim will hold him accountable for paying for the damaged coat to the Yarshim.
The Yoshi should pay for the damage code.
Not the Yarshim. He, the killer, has to
No.
pay the Yarshim. In Medina
And
Shemayim.
also his
He's
Yorshim.
Potter Medina Yadam,
What
the
about
Chai
the
Medina
ho-
Shemayim.
What about the Yorshim that got the money
Which
From
Yarshim?
the murderer.
from the murder? Do they have to give it
His
back?
inheritors. They have
The
B'dei
killer's
Shemayim.
Yarshim?
Yes.
B'dei Shemayim, are they Chayev?
He killed somebody. So what's it got to do with the Yarshim?
He's a
He
billionaire.
damaged the person's min coat. So did you have to pay the Yarshim the min
He's a
coat?
burglar.
Right.
He called all the people in the house.
Yeah.
Took the money, went home back. After a week, the judges come.
That's not a double punishment that he stole. We're talking, Bezdin cannot inflict a double punishment.
I
If he
understand.
stole it, that's not a punishment. He has to
He
give the
said
money
B'dei
back.
Shemayim, they're Chayev.
Bezdin cannot give him a double punishment. If he stole the money, of course he has to give it back. Bezdin cannot. Here, he's taking the money illegally. Bezdin is not imposing on him. Of course he has to give the
I'll
money
ask you a
back.
question. A thief,
One
a
minute.
thief steals from a guy.
1 second, you're mixing up.
No, he's with me.
No.
I understand me. He's not with me.
Bezdin cannot give him a double punishment, right?
The money is not anymore
stole
in
the
his
money.
possession. He gave the money. He gave the money to his
Yeah.
family.
So that's only boyin to echad. When do we say he's potter? When the misa and the mamain, the damage came simultaneously. If he tore the min coat before he killed her, of course he has to pay for the min coat, even though he's executed. Misa and mamain is boyin to echad. While he's killing her, he's
Yeah,
making
making
the
holes,
holes in the min coats full
He
of
tied
blood.
her up and he burned down the house. But the
Right.
house, he killed her when he burned down the
If
house.
it's not
Okay,
at the
house
same
is- he's gotta pay
time,
for the house.
then he has to pay both. It's only when
Depends.
Mammon and Misa boyim ke'echad.
Okay.
And the
Only
Burning
then
down
is
the way
he
he lit the
exempt.
house is from the time he laid in the house? Or
But if
from
it's
the
not
house
at the
is from
same time,
which is where it
Bezdin
comes
will,
from.
it's
Depends on the
two separate
circumstances.
crimes,
Normally, you
two
don't
separate
pay
crimes, do the crime, do the
for
time.
damage you do while you're killing somebody. But if you did ancillary damages, or the guy gets money, and there's equity law, and there's a law in the civil law, which is the same.
We're talking about a law, we're talking about extra law. It's not boyim ke'echad, of course he would have to pay. Only if it's boyim ke'echad. While in the act of killing, he destroys her coat. If he destroyed the coat before or after, of course he would have to pay. Right? Okay.
Because of the concept of double punishment. But in
Magid
terms of-
Shenim Mishalem
in terms of
Elohim
equity, if he
Dayanim.
steals the money or he doesn't leave the money, the relatives.
No
can
money,
still
no
sue.
honey.
Relatives can still sue. Can't the
So
relatives
Goyim have
can't
restrict the
sue.
code because they're more loose with human life, I
What
guess. That's
is
why.
the different status, because going back to his question, the difference of status of the
He said
goy
because a Goy is more loose with human life.
is more what?
Loose.
It's not so strict. He
Human life, so the Torah has to tighten up the laws for him, I guess. That's why. Right?
to make him more realize what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Can you translate again lose?
The loose meaning
They're not
strict.
they're careless with
Not
human life,
careless.
right?
Careless.
They're careless with human
Careless.
life, right?
So you kill them.
Right, careless.
So therefore the Chai
They have a
is
higher
even for abortion.
standard. They have a higher standard.
So we have to hold their feet to the fire more, right?
I would say the contrary.
I don't know.
Our standard is higher.
well, we would,
must
we
pay
care
more
about.
attention.
We're more
We care-
careful with
we're-
human
we're
lives,
more
so
careful
we don't need that
naturally.
extra precaution, maybe.
We're more careful.
Abortion is prohibited, but it's not considered murder for a Jew. Still a terrible sin, but
Do
it's
you
not
feel your
murder.
question's answered? Yaakov?
So if a Jewish woman
You can't say different strokes for different folks. They're executed with one witness. We need two. They don't need 23 dayanim to be executed. They only need one dayan. They don't need hasra'ah.
It seems very.
They don't need a warning even to
Seems
be
very,
executed.
it seems very, it seems very, you would think that they would need a warning more than we would need a warning.
So
We
the
know
upside
about
of being a
parents.
Noahide is you can eat a cheeseburger.
That's the good
Downside
part.
is that you can get executed
Much more
For an
easily.
abortion, yeah.
And only you need one witness against you to
Only
say.
one, right?
And it seems like you have no
If
civil.
a Jewish
One guy, you know, is
Yeah.
out to get you. He
for
can
a
put you
very
away and kill you
serious
forever.
reason gets a
The
heter
idea of having
to
two
make an
people
abortion.
is that, you know,
So,
eliminates
right.
the
Would it
one
be
guy can
better
get
to
it.
be
better
a
to-
Jewish
Of
doctor
course it's better.
than a Jewish doctor?
Of course, very good point. If a Jewish woman needs an abortion because her life is in danger, she might crack up, she threatens suicide, then Allah would allow her to have abortion. Who should do the abortion? Dafka, a Jewish doctor, not a goy. Because for him it's murder.
It has to make a korban then the
Well, in that case,
What kind of
the fetus is a road after.
Why should you do a carbon for?
Because it's still, I would think.
Why is that different carbon? Carbon is only, if you do a Ve'er B'Shoiget that you chayiv chorus b'mezid, you bring a carbon.
Here is no show.
Right? He's not
He did
the
it on
chayiv
purpose.
chorus.
He did it on purpose.
He's not doing no shogeg.
You can't
Right?
by accident.
Uh,
You don't bring a korban for something you do on purpose.
and only for a chayiv chorus that you do b'mezid, you bring a carbon b'shogeg, right? But that's the case there. For a goy, it's murder, and therefore a Jewish doctor, when it has to be done, it should be done by a Jewish doctor. For him, it's not murder. Okay? Interesting. So, Nefesh Tan, Unkala says, the Tite Nafshe Chalaf Nafshe. It's amazing. Unkala's paskins like the Rambam. Hadas Yochid. Look at 21:23. Chaf Aleph Chaf Gimel. Vim Osten Yev and Asata Nefesh Tachas Nefesh. Unkala says, Vim Mose Yeh, the Tite Nafshe Chalaf. Chalaf means monetary exchange. So if you want to kill A, on mistake you kill B, you're potter mimisa, and you have to pay what? Monetary damage. Wow. Kamoshoy nimkar b'shuk. Pretty amazing, huh? Pretty interesting, huh? Very interesting. Here's the case of a bol lahargacha hashkem lahargol. This week's parsha. Someone is out to kill you. Get up and you kill him first. Right? This week's parsha, you learn that. (238) pasuk aleph. Ibn machteres yemotza haganav v'hukav v'meis ein loy damim. What does that mean? 22:1. Every Jew at 22. 22:1. If a guy is tunneling into your home, right, and you kill him, ein loy damim. He has no blood. Who has no blood?
The guy that you killed.
Right. So Rashi says, Poshup Shat is, you have no blood on your hands for killing him. But Rashi says, no, you killed a dead man. The guy that you killed has no blood. Like dead men walking. See Rashi, ein loy damim? Ein zu ritzicha. It's not called murder. He is dead man walking.
What does me'akro mean?
Miyakari from before.
Ah, yeah.
As soon as he broke into your home, he is a dead man walking. You kill a dead man and you chayiv misa, you wouldn't know. He has no blood. Why is it not? He forfeits his life when he broke into your home. So you killed a dead man. Here the Torah teaches, if someone comes to kill you, get up and what?
Kill him.
But he didn't come to kill you, he just came to get your piggy bank. Rashi wonders about that. Zer lahargecha ba.
He walks into your house at night.
Sharei Yodeya, he knows.
He's ready to kill you.
She'ein odom mamid atzmoi, that you're not going to give up your piggy bank so easily. So he's ready to kill to get the piggy bank. Piggy bank. So therefore, the fikach hamanas came, but that if the homeowner puts up a fight, he will kill him. So that's already considered he forfeits his life. Abo lahargecha hashkem lahargo. But there's an exception to this rule. What's the exception? Look at Pasuk Bet.
Father, mother.
Im zarcha hashemesh olav. If the sun shines on him, what does that mean? So here you have a big machlokas. If the sun shines on him, damim lo, then if you kill him, you have blood on your hands. Or you kill the guy with blood. Shalem yishalem, pay he has to pay. If he doesn't have, then he's sold as a thief to pay off his debt. So what is this pasuk telling me over here?
He works at nighttime.
What does it mean? So here you have a big machlokas. Let's see how Rashi learns this, okay? You with me? Ein zel kamin moshel. Rashi bet 238. Rashi learns that this is only a metaphor, not to be taken literally. This is a moshel. In bar lacha hadavar, if the matter is clear to you, sheyesh lo shalom imcha, that this killer, that this thief, burglar, under no circumstances will kill you. You want to kill me? Let's talk it over. If it's as clear as the kashemesh hazeh, if it's as clear to you as the sun shines in midday, then under no circumstances will the burglar what? Kill you.
Then you can't kill him.
Then you can't kill him. Kekach poshet l'cha she'ena bo laharoi afilu yamoid bala moment connected. Even if he puts up a fight, he'll never kill you. And how could you be sure? Rashi said it's only a case if the father is tunneling in to steal from his son. It's clear whatever the son does, the father will not harm him. And then he's only coming what? To steal. Then you're not allowed to kill him. But if it's not a case like that, you're allowed to kill him. What about the other way?
That's a pretty strange
If the son is breaking into your father's home,
son could kill him.
then the father's allowed to kill.
Yes.
Look at the Rashi says, Dafkia, the Rachem of Ben, but the Ben for the Av is not so strong. So therefore Marvin Gaye, I heard it through the grapevine, he broke into his father's home.
Who?
Yeah, he was a famous singer.
And his father shot him.
Black singer.
And he was, what? Marvin Gaye.
He was acquitted.
The father, I think, was acquitted. Because only Rachem of ala ben, not a ben alav. The love that a father has for a child is much more than a child has for what? Father, that's human nature. So that's the only time you know for sure. Otherwise, you can kill him. You don't take any chances. Thank you.
What does Sifsei Chachovim say? Hey.
Yeah, footnote hey.
Kavanato im barur.
Footnote hey, what? 1 second.
Kavanato im barur.
In Baruch, if it's clear to you
Yes. Kegon aval ben.
that the father on no circumstances will what?
Yes. Aval
Kill a son. Avol im lav,
im lav.
if it's not a father to a son,
Bevadai
bevadai lahareg bo, then you know for sure he's coming to kill you. Hashkem lahareg goes to kill him. The only exception is aval ben. Otherwise, take no prisoners.
No, it's not.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Kegon is an example. If you know for sure it's
No, halacha says this is dafkia.
it could be a good friend of yours.
But how good is he?
He's in need of money.
You sure you're not going to harm me if I leave you alone? promise to be good? Let's talk it over, what? Shalom Yishalom Haganev Mamoin, Shegonav Ein Chai Misa.
Also after, but not after the fact. All in that precise moment.
Other Rishonim learn literally. If he's breaking in during the day, you're not allowed to kill him.
No.
Because during the day, people see. So he's not going to take a chance to kill you.
Yes.
Other Rishonim don't learn like Rashi. They take the pasuk literally. You're only allowed to kill the burglar at night. But if he's breaking in when the sun is shining, you have no right to kill him because you know he's never going to kill you because witnesses are there. So it's machlokas Rishonim over here. Big machlokas over here. When can you kill the burglar? Even by day or dafka only by night?
Well, if he has a weapon.
Well, if he has a weapon, I think everybody would agree that you can kill him first, even by day. Alright? Imzor Hashemesh Olav.
If somebody's killed is
What?
stealing somebody.
What?
How do you say to steal somebody?
Kidnap.
If you kidnap somebody,
And you kidnap some, you sell
Can
him
you
into
kill him?
slavery, you chayiv misa.
can you kill him immediately or
What do we
not?
kill him immediately?
Somebody is taking someone. What was the word?
Rodef?
No, when you steal somebody.
Kidnap. You kidnap
Somebody
somebody.
kidnaps somebody. Can you kill the kidnapper immediately?
Oh, that's a very good question you're asking. Ooh. You're a rodef. If someone is running after an arm or rosa to rape her, or someone is running after a person to kill him,
You can.
you're allowed to kill him.
Okay.
Even though he didn't rape the woman yet, even though he didn't kill yet. Because then he has a din like what? A rodef. You're asking a great question. If someone is running after someone to kidnap him. So the only two exceptions that the Mishnah makes in Sanhedrin is you're running after a married woman to rape her.
Only if she's married.
Right. And you're running after someone to kill him. Then an outsider has a right to what? Blow away the rodef.
So if you
Only two cases. You're running after a married woman to rape her,
If you,
or you're running after a homo to rape him, Gilia Rayot, or murder. But kidnapping doesn't say not how to do it.
so if
Then
you,
you have to let him do the kidnapping and then you take him to Bezdin to stand trial.
so if you
If
say-
someone is running to be Mechala Shabbos or a Voishav Avodah Zorah, you allowed to kill him? No, because there's no victim. You're only allowed to kill the rodef when there's an intended victim. Raping a married woman or
she's
killing
not married?
someone. If she's not married, you're not allowed to kill him. Because he's not Chayiv Misa.
So if you
See
are
that?
on the underground, you see somebody raping somebody else.
Excuse me, lady, are you married?
How can you say, are you married?
Check if she has a wedding ring.
It's civil law.
Huh?
It's civil law, you could kill the guy. It's not that
Civil law you can,
Sure, of course you can.
No.
You state somebody else.
not in our country.
In the United States, you can.
But Allah is only if she's a married woman. Otherwise, it's not Chayiv Misa. If you rape some woman that's not married,
Wouldn't
it's
you
not
say
Chayiv
that
Misa.
the road would be most women are married?
Raping women is a big offense.
Yeah, but if you're a rodef, you're allowed to kill him if he's on his way to rape a single woman.
Right, yeah.
Only if on his way to rape
He's
a
a
married
rodef.
woman, then
Only
you're
a
allowed to
rodef.
kill him.
Because that's Chai Misa.
Because it's
If
Chayiv
he's a single
Misa.
woman, he has to marry her. You don't get to kill her.
If he's raping a single woman,
You're not allowed to kill
we
him.
can come to the rescue.
You know, the rest of you're not allowed to kill him. He's not a rodef because he's not Chayiv Misa for that.
I can just punch him in the nose.
You can wound him, right? If he's coming to kill
You
somebody,
take a rock, you put it on his head, you kill
No,
him.
that's killing. Rocks and head.
you shoot him in the
don't
leg,
go together.
right? You shoot him in the leg, right?
And then he's killing you.
No, but
There's a beautiful word from the
You gotta shoot
Kutzker
him in the leg
Rebbe. There's a beautiful word in this week's Parshas. Today is the Kutzker Rebbe's 161st Yortzeit.
Who's the Kutzker Rebbe?
You never heard of the Kutzker
I
Rebbe?
heard his name before. What are you doing? The Hasidic stuff.
The Kutzker Rebbe. He went into seclusion for 20 years, then he came out of his room.
I know.
20 years?
Yeah, today's
Some
his Yortzeit.
stories about the Kutzker
A
Rebbe.
lot of stories about the Kutzker, and he
He
says
was a brief one, right?
very sharp.
He was sharp one, right?
When he was a bocher, he got invited to to a balabos for Friday night dinner. The yeshiva boys would be invited for Friday night dinner,
Yeah.
right? The boys, they wouldn't have any. They wouldn't have any meals in yeshiva, so they got invited out. So he got invited out to a rich balabos.
Okay.
Served him a 7-course meal Friday night.
Sounds good.
So in every course, he says, in the Michal Zimon Kain, it says, Kiddush HaBoire, Lechel Sidus Shabbos, in the Michal Zimon, in Nachin Zimon, before he ate one course, second course. Each course he would say, Michal Zimon Kain, Mitzvah say, Sidus Shabbos, Mekubit HaBoire, and his eyes would roll before he would dig in. After the 6th course, the Kotzke couldn't take it. He says, in the Michal Zimon Mitzvah, Hanoah shall my beten, mein boyech. So the Balabos said, Junger Mann, sin ist Schein, was die so.
Aber es ist weg.
Wird es sin ist Schein, aber es Emes ist es.
No.
He was Ish Emet. He never got invited back again there, but he said he couldn't
So
take it anymore.
There's no more Chutz Chassidim in the world?
I don't know, but
He mentioned before being a
Who was
tzaddik.
this week's Parshas says something amazing.
How long ago was he?
161 years.
Ago, he was Niftar?
Yeah,
Well, that's
today's
a
his
long
Yortzeit.
When
He
was
cut.
one of the first rabbis.
Kodesh Tehiyun, he made a commentary.
He made a beautiful on this word. What page?
He was one of the first
242.
242, Pasuk
Lamed.
Lamed. I'll wait. Va'anshe kodesh tiyunli. Holy men you shall be for me. Says the Kotzker Rebbe, what's written first in the Pusik? It's good to be kodesh, but before kodesh, a mensch. It's good to be kodesh. What comes before kodesh? Be a mensch kodesh.
How do you learn it from the Pasuk?
It says va'anshe kodesh tiyunli. First da mensch and then be kodesh.
Yeah, Anshe.
Da mensch kodesh. He said. Anshe kodesh tiyunli. So very interesting.
He says,
Kodesh da mensch.
Kodshim to you.
They're a cheretz kod malatayr.
Kodshim to you. Kedoshim to you. It says, you should be, you should be.
No.
He said Kodesh Tehiyun.
Huh?
Kodesh.
Anshe kodesh
No,
tiyunli.
it's a different, I brought a different pasuk. Over in this pasuk it says, yeah.
And he's a Karat Tov Lakelavim.
Right. Here Rashi says that the kelev, this Rashi is not PC Yehuda. Rashi says, a goy kekelev.
A goy.
And he says, shakelev nichmad bimenu.
I showed this
Don't show
last
this
year
one.
in Shul to somebody.
It's not
He
PC.
So
laughed.
what does it say? I didn't, what's right?
Rashi says that kelev kegoy, afa goy kekelev, shakelev nichmad bimenu. Shakelev nichmad bimenu.
Half a goy kekelev.
Kelev kamashmoy, tabeloyna benevela, a mochel anochri, kal v'choyma treif and teres v'chol anois.
Lamed shekelev nidma mimenu.
Shakelev nichmad. Pretty strange, huh? Now here the pasuk, very strange pasuk. It seems to have two totally different ideas in the same pasuk. Yehuda. Look at 242 Chav Ches. Maybe you can help me here. Me'loyascha v'demacha loy ta'acher b'chor b'necha titenli. How do they translate that in English, Rabbi Yaakov? You have that? Exodus 28, 22:28. Exodus 22:28. In the year 22:28. Da 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 da.
Almost 20.
22:28.
Yeah, I just scrolled through it all. You shall. You shall not delay to offer the first of your ripe fruits.
You should not delay to offer
First,
your first fruits.
right. And if your liquor is the firstborn of your sons, you shall give to me.
What does the first fruits got to do with giving your firstborn son to me? Look at Rashi. When your fruits ripen, the first 7 fruits of Israel have ripened, Bikurim, you have to give Bikurim to the Beis HaMikdash. Loy ta'acher. And then Bechor b'necha titenli. The word Bikurim, Yehuda, and the word Bechor are the same word.
Yes.
Bechor means firstborn son. Bikurim means what? Firstborn crops.
Yeah, firstborn.
So the Torah makes a connection between giving Bikurim and Bechor B'necha Titenli. So how do you give God the firstborn son? You redeem him by giving the Kohen 5 pieces of silver. Pidyon haben, right? Pidyon haben. So, yeah.
Just as the firstborn of man is redeemed after 30 days, as is said, and his redemption from untold, you shall redeem him, so too with the firstborn of small cattle once cared for 30 days, afterwards give it to the
So you have to redeem your son after 30 days, and you also, the Kohen, you give the Bechor. Bechor of an animal, you give to a Kohen when?
At 30 days.
After 30 days. Bechor behema, daka, you keep it 30 days, and then you give him to what? To Mr. Cohen, right?
What happens after 30 days with that animal?
What?
What happens after 30 days with that animal?
You have to give him to the Cohen.
I know, but why 30 days?
You have to keep him 30 days. Why? The mitzvah kicks in after 30 days, like Pidyon haben kicks in after 30 days. Because before that, it's not a viable child.
Why not make it?
Before that, it's not a viable child. Maybe he won't be viable.
So if you kill this child before 30 days,
That's our Mishnah. Mishnah asked that question. If you kill him before 30 days, are you chayiv Mishnah now?
what is the answer?
What the machlokes? Look in the Mishnah. Let's learn that Mishnah. We put the books back. But the Mishnah debates that question.
What
is
how
that
old the
also?
baby has to be?
If you kill a baby before 30 days,
in the gray area in 30 days. Before 30 days,
chayiv Mishnah?
firstborn is not a baby.
He is a baby, but most children survive.
So after 30,
Well,
you kill me to 0 in 30 days, are you
If you
liable?
kill a baby before 30 days, you chayiv Mishnah?
No.
I don't know. Let's look at the books. What, that was page 79, I think it was.
I'll see you. Call me.
I'll call
I'll be
you
back
right
right
after
soon.
Mincha?
You call me after Mincha. I may not be back until 2, but I'll probably be back after Mincha.
All right, I'll call you after Mincha. Sanhedrin, where are they? Bottom?
Top.
Top?
All the way over there. No.
It's 79. And in the Mishnah here debates that. The Mishnah debates that.
But this is not the final
Which one was it? I forgot.
57,
Was it
57b.
57B. Yeah, Mishnah. Yeah. Where is the Mishnah? I don't know where's the Mishnah. He had it before here. Find that Mishnah, yeah? You had it before. No, the Mishnah asked that question. No,
Okay.
remember where? Chamor Gizeh, Lar Gizeh. Baruch Hashem, I found it. 78b, the Sanhedrin 78b, okay? You can take it, you want to take it?
How come it's later?
No, 78b, it says over here.
Okay.
One intended to kill a premature, non-viable baby, but killed a viable one instead, potter. Only a baby that was born prematurely was not expected to survive. Although it is forbidden to kill such a baby, it's not capital offense. That's a premature baby. But a normal baby, if you kill him even 1 day old, you're chayiv misa. Because most babies are viable. We're talking about if he kills a premature born baby, not expected to survive. Although it's forbidden to kill such a baby, it's not chayiv misa. But if you kill a regular baby, even 5 minutes old, you're chayiv misa. Because most children do survive. If you kill a baby as soon as it's born, you're chayiv misa.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So many mitzvahs in this week's parasha. So many mitzvot. So he has to pay, if he steals a shor v'chamor, he has to pay 4 or 5 times, right? Pasuk Gimel. See that? Perichov Beit, Pasuk Gimel. Im himotze simotze yoda v'agneva, v'shor v'chamor v'atzeh, chaim shnayim yishalem. That's if you just sell him. But if you shecht him, if you shecht what? A shor and a seh, then you have to pay what? 4 or 5 times. Dafka short, right? Seems to be that ksuba is min ha-Torah. Look at pasuk Chav Bet, pasuk Tezvav. Chifata ish betula.
Chav Bet?
Yeah, Peri Chav Bet, pasuk Tezvav. V'yifate ish betula ashloya rasa. Someone seduces a virgin girl who's not married. V'shachav ima.
Mahar.
Mo yimarenu lisha. He has to what?
Sell.
Mo yimarenu. He has to take her for a wife. What's mo yimarenu? Look at pasuk Tezayin. Im moin yemoin abiyah. Lusiteloy. If the father of the girl doesn't want him for a husband, kesed yishlo kemoyar hapsulois. He has to pay her damages like the dowry of virgins. Which is, the Rashi said, that's chamishim kesed.
Dowry is
Dowry.
Nedanya.
The dunya. So the rabbis learned from here that what? That ksuba is min ha-Torah. Kemoyar hapsulot.
50 shekalim.
That's chamishim kesed. But you can say, it's the minimum. Mikan somchu chachom el ksuba isha min ha-Torah. Gemara in Ksubas learns from here. Like the dowry of virgins. Look at Rashi says, chamishim kesed, right? Chamishim kesed. So it looks like there's a source for ksuba from the Torah. More. Shuk suba deraisa, manazeh. The Moyer Apsulois, like the dowry of virgins, right? So this is the source for what, Ksuba? That the woman should be protected, right? What's the connection with
Nothing to do with Eliezer.
What Eliezer? He gave her gifts before Matan Torah, right? Machashefa lo techaya. What's the connection? When the two psukim in the Torah next door, what's the connection between paying a dowry to a ptula and machashefa lo techaya?
I think.
Make sure your wife doesn't become a machashefa.
I think the connection is the following, not with the previous.
Well, but normally there's still the two psukim next door. That's the some connection.
Machasheva lo tichye.
Yeah, but the pasuk before that
said.
Ken, but the pasuk before that, what does it got to do with paying a dowry?
But there is a samach.
There's no samach in the Torah scroll. Samach means the Parshas Satum.
Yes.
There's no samach in the Torah scroll. Why the two psukim next door? I have no idea. Maybe he would ask. Machashefa lo techaya. Don't allow a witch to live.
Speaking of Torah scrolls, I have a totally different question.
Speaking of what?
Torah scrolls.
Torah scrolls?
You were talking about the fact that the Shirim,
The who?
the Song of the Sea,
The Song of the Sea.
is written with spaces between.
Right, in the Torah scroll, right.
This part, this parsha,
Yeah.
Mishpatim,
Yeah,
in our Torah we're reading from this morning,
right.
in the
The Rapo Yerape is all different.
There are
I
spaces
had
between
the
words.
Rapo Yerape.
in the first in the weekday Aliyah, Levi reading, which is part of the first Aliyah, there were big spaces between.
Shlishi too. Also Shlishi today.
And Shlishi?
I got Shlishi today.
Okay.
It was all.
But that's not in the middle of the verse. That's not in the middle of the verse. The song, in the middle of the verse, there's spaces. This is spaces between verses. But in the Shir HaTayam, in the verse itself, there's spaces. Versteh? What's Machshefa got to do with paying a woman a ksuba? Let's think. Machashefa lo techayeh. Eben Ezra asked the question. Ooh. Eben Ezra asked the question, guys. What does paying a girl a dowry got to do with the wicked witch of the West?
You shall not suffer a witch to live.
What does it got to do with paying a dowry to a virgin?
Because maybe she's got to do this job in order to maintain herself.
It's witchcraft.
It's witchcraft. He says the reason that this mitzvah to execute a witch is written right after the Ptula.
She shouldn't do.
He says because those part of witchcraft, I can't believe what he says, is they used to desire to rape virgin girls. You know what he says? Derech shofim l'malos tavosam, to rape virgin girls. And he says they would do witchcraft. After they would rape the virgin girl, they would put a spell on her. You know what he's saying? Therefore, the Torah connects witchcraft and seducing. Doesn't say rape; it's seducing a virgin girl. That's what they used to do. Part of their witchcraft service.
They also used to use prima noctis.
What is that?
The right, the bound.
Oh, the governor of the town.
Yes.
The right of the first.
Yes.
But isn't that what he says over here? Otherwise, what's the connection? Wow. Pretty incredible what he says there. He says, Machshefa, Rashi says, not just a male witch. See Rashi on this pasuk? Machshefa lo techayeh?
The woman.
What does Rashi say? Elotomas bebezdin. Ve'echad zikorim ve'echad, even a male witch is also executed. Fakman says a female witch. The same would go for a warlock also. Elo shedibra kose behove. Shehanoshe mitzuya is machshefot. Most witches were what? Were female. Right? Most witches were female. But this also applies to a male witch, not to let them live. But you execute them by Bezdin.
Which witch?
Which witch? What's his punishment? B'chlokas Tanoim. Some say the witch is beheaded, and others say he's stoned. So b'chlokas Tanoim, how a witch is put to death. Some say beheading, and others say b'skila.
The beheading was by sword.
Sayif, sword, like the Taliban. Not the Taliban. ISIS and ice cream.
Both.
But that's after a trial only. A trial of witnesses. Only then.
Was it ever done?
It was done, yeah. Yeah. Look at Pasuk Yud Ches, and this is called Shechev in Behemoth Mois Yumas. What's that? Because that was part of witchcraft. They used to do bestiality. That was part of the witchcraft service. Therefore, Pasuk Yud Ches follows Yud Zayin. Kol Shechev in Behemoth Mois Yumas. See, that Rashi says the punishment is skila. Committing bestiality is a capital punishment of skila. Pasuk Yud Ches. Look at Pasuk Chaf. The ger lo toneh. The lo toneh ke ger miyisim be'eretz Mitzrayim. Do not oppress a ger. If he's not a ger, you're allowed to oppress him. But there's an extra lav to oppress a ger. Because he's extra sensitive, I guess, right? So look at Rashi. Oinois devarim. What does oinois devarim mean? You can't be Mitzrayim. Yesterday you were a choir boy, and now you want to be a koilo younger man. You're not allowed to stick it to him. And the Gemara in Bava Tzai says 36 places the Torah warns us not to oppress, but not to upset a ger and to love a ger. 36 places. And the positive and the negative. It's pretty amazing, right? Not to say a mean word to him. It's pretty amazing, huh?
The lachetzenu means
Oppress him. The Rashi says it means with saying nasty words to him.
and toneh.
It's the same root, no? No, ger lo toneh. That's two different things. I know it's so Rashi wonders. Very good. Ger lo toneh. Do not oppress him with words. V'lo tulchatzeno b'gzelas momoin. Don't swindle him financially.
Yeah, which happens every day.
And if he's not a ger, you're allowed to swindle him. But there's extra lavim for doing it to a ger. So do not oppress him with words and do not swindle him financially.
Rabbi, is there a difference in the payment of a cloud worker?
Of a who?
Man,
What kind of worker?
a cloud worker.
A farmer, you mean?
Yeah, man or woman.
Why should there be a difference?
I'm asking.
Halachically, you're not allowed to
No,
discriminate.
there's no difference. Okay.
Not allowed to discriminate halachically, no. No. And if they work with food, you have to let them eat while they're working, right?